Hello, I'm Joshikins, and welcome back to my little vlog series, Best of 2015, where I give you my favorite movies of 2015. Now, last time we went over my honorable mentions, and this time we're going to start covering my top 5 favorite films of 2015. And for number 5, I have Ant-Man. Now, there was like some drama on Tumblr, because Tumblr, and it seemed that people were like, "Oh, I'm not interested at all," and the Ant-Man they decided to show was someone different than the one in the comics who created Ultron. And the guy who created Ultron in the comics was not exactly family friendly, so yeah, people were freaking out about that, and they had another, I think, Scott as the Ant-Man they were actually doing the movie about. And from what I've heard about the original Ant-Man, yeah, I can definitely see why they did not go that route. Now, I'm not really a comic book fan. I keep on meaning to get into comics, but I listen to enough people who know about comics, and I sort of hang around in circles where it's easy to get some information dumps. And from what I've heard about him, yeah, not exactly family friendly, not exactly something Disney would probably want to put out. And so that was like the whole backstory, like before going into it, that was sort of affecting me a little bit. I didn't think that this one was going to suck, but at the same time, there was a little apprehension that wasn't really there with other Marvel films. And so I go in and I really enjoyed my time there. Paul Rudd did a good job, and my favorite part of the whole movie was when Paul Rudd's character is wearing the Baskin Robbins uniform. I have no idea why the fuck that really amused me, but I remember seeing that in the theater and really having to control myself because I can laugh a little, but if I laugh too much, I'm going to have an asthma attack and just be passed out on the floor. And like that's not exactly the way I want to go. And Paul Rudd's friends, he reminded me of someone I actually know in real life who will talk and then just go branch off into a conversation that interests them instead of, trying to actually answer a question. And I finally have the person and I finally have the character for that one person. And no, the person I told that to was not heavily amused, but then again, no, the person, so I know I wasn't expecting a big amusement. I watched a show on FX called The Strain, and the bad guy in Ant-Man, who's the goddamn actor's name escapes me at the moment. It's like right there when I want to recall, it's like I'm going to be impossible for to figure out. God damn it! But anyways, in season 2 of The Strain, I think his name's Cole something. I'm just going to call him Cole, and if that's the wrong actor's name, I'm really sorry. Anyways, in this second season of The Strain, Cole shaves his head, and I think I didn't look this up to confirm it. So, and like all these months, I haven't looked that up. But, Cole in Ant-Man has a shaved head, so I'm figuring that's probably why he did it in The Strain, just so he didn't have to wear a wig. So yeah, and when Cole came up on screen, I know I should probably pay more attention to who was in the film beforehand, but as I said before, there was stuff going on before the film came out that made me not really as interested in looking, like just apprehensive and not really seeking out trailers. But if I knew he was, so I didn't really know that he played the bad guy. But as soon as I saw him on screen, I'm like, he's going to play a fucking asshole. And I think my fiance, Rev Resner, said the actor tends to, not play good characters. So I was like, he comes on screen like, you're going to be the villain for this picture. I mean, I swear, I did not remember that he was the bad guy. So, but yeah, I really feel bad for actors that are typecasted that way. Just because I'm sure they're great guys. Because the kid who played Jeffrey in Game of Thrones, and then in The Walking Dead, the guy who played Porch Dick. I'm spacing out on names, and that's really what I've referred to him probably for a while as Porch Dick. Thanks, Chris Hardwick. And it always seems that people say, oh, they're really nice people, and then you always see them on screen and they always tend to play assholes. Yeah. And of course there's a post-credit scene on Ant-Man because it's a Marvel film. And it paves the way for Captain America Civil War. And it's nice seeing Bucky again. I just wish he was in a real better place. I love earlier in the film, I keep on wanting to say Hawkeye, but Falcon gets into a fight with Ant-Man and Ant-Man kicks his ass. And so at the end of the film, when they need a guy, Falcon goes, I know a guy. And for those of the Stan Lee cameo was really obvious. Unfortunately, you didn't get to hear his voice because it was a voiceover, and it's at the end when Paul Rudd's friend is telling the story, and it's like a little voiceover, so you don't actually get to hear his voice, and this sort of looks like Tickle Screen and Cthulhu. And I am an adult. So, long story short, Ant-Man #5 because it made me laugh. It was a great time. And yeah, it was a fun film and it did surprise me. As I said, I really went into the film having uneasy to low expectations. Paul Rudd went on to Conan and, did his little switcheroo with Mac and me. And so I like it. Humor, good story. I can't wait to see more of Ant-Man as the years are to come. He's not my favorite superhero, but at the same time, I have more respect for the character now than I did when I first heard Ant-Man. I swear when people are like, oh my god, there's an Ant-Man movie, I'm like, that's so stupid. But now, as I said, I do actually have respect for the character. And if you do want to recommend comics featuring Ant-Man to me, comment below. I probably won't be reading them because people keep on sending me lists and then I keep on losing them. So, but please do recommend recommend some to me. And this has been more best of 2015. Number 5 was Ant-Man. Do you disagree or agree with my pick? And what do you think will be my picks for number 4, 3, 2, and 1? And I have been Jashikins, owner at jashikins.blogspot.com. If you go to my blog, you can see more wonderful vlogs like these. Tomorrow, I'm going to be releasing another episode of With Extra Happy on my YouTube channel, Jash Talks. And we're going to be, me and my co-host, Kat, are going to be covering post-war headcanons. So, yay! And I have now started another little Dragon Cave giveaway on my blog if you want to check that out. There is now a new poll and a new dragon to name, so yay! And if you have been watching me for a while and you've been like, how can I support Jashikins financially? I think she really does deserve that. There are a few options. One, I do Ryan commit. Okay, both links, if you're watching on the YouTubes, are in the description. If you're watching on the blog, links will be on the sidebar thingy. And I do writing commissions via Fiverr, so if you want an Ant-Man fanfiction, I'm here. And I'm Jashikins on Patreon, and if you want to help support me, that's an excellent way to. For $1 a month, you get updates on my upcoming ebooks. For $5 a month, you get an exclusive 30-minute vlog from me. And since no one has become a patron of my Patreon yet, I've just been basically using the 30 minutes as talking about whatever the fuck comes to mind. So once I start getting patrons, if you want to say, hey, I don't like that style, can you be more structured? I will. But for now, if no one's going to be viewing the vlogs anyway, it's like, I'm going to start reading from the site FML and talk about this and that, so. And until next video, goodbye.